Hello, and welcome to the Copper State Marching Podcast, sponsored by the Arizona Marching Band Association. I'm Aaron Vogel.
And I'm Mark Hodge. AZMBA Copper State podcast was created to bring together the Arizona marching band community and to connect, educate, and entertain those involved in this wonderful activity.
Our goal is to introduce our audience to some of our state's wonderful directors, staff, members, and adjudicators, and promote our circuit and our season shows. In this episode, we preview the 2025 AZMBA season.
What's up, Aaron? How you doing?
Oh, good, Mark. What's up? And what's up to everyone who's listening in? It's currently Labor Day. Mark and I are recording this on Monday, September 1st, so hope you've had a great Labor Day weekend and are off and running in your marching band seasons. We just wanted to get together to give you an intro to what's going to be happening here with our season. And the first thing up for us is our annual adjudicators training. So this year we're entitling that Elevate. And we're going to hold the Elevate training on Saturday, September 13th. It's going to be from 10 to 4:30 at Campo Verde High School in Gilbert. And there's a happy hour to follow, which is going to be sponsored by UDB. That's from 5 to 7 at Vibe in Chandler. Mark, are you excited about the Elevate training?
Yeah, I always enjoy the training, whether I attended as a judge or I attended as a band director. It's just good to know what everybody's looking for, and you get to mingle judges and band directors. You just it's a great place to just ask questions and kind of see what everybody's looking for this year, or any year. But if you take one or two things away and work on those things, usually your program gets just a little better. So I think it's great.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this year's training. It's led by Dean Westman. And so for folks in the community, many of them are familiar with Dean, but if not, he currently serves as the Senior Education Advisor and Designer for the 2016 and 2024 DCI World Champion, the Bluecoats. And he's the Performing Arts Department Chair and Orchestra Director at Avon High School in Avon, Indiana. Dean also serves there as the Program Coordinator for the 5-time Bands of America National Champion, the Avon High School Marching Black and Gold. So we're really excited that Dean is going to be making the trip out here. He comes out early on Friday morning, and then he stays through on Sunday, and just excited to see him. And we've been working through what his training is going to look like for this year, and yeah, we just couldn't be more excited. So everyone, mark your calendars. Saturday, September 13th, AZMBA Elevate training for adjudicators, directors, and staff. Like I said, 10 to 4:30 in the Campo Verde band room is where we're looking to hold that. We have a lot of folks signed up right now. We have 61 folks that have RSVP'd. So if you haven't yet RSVP'd, make sure you go to azmba.org, click on the link, and register for that. There's going to be 2 sessions that Dean's leading, one before lunch and one after. And then UDB and a representative from UDB will be there giving away some things from the company, and then also doing a presentation on UDB, Beam, and Stride TV. And then they're sponsoring our happy hour, so they're providing drinks and food at Vibe, which is on 2301 South Sleesman Drive in Chandler, Arizona. So we're excited about that.
And make sure lunch is on your own, 12:30 to 2, that you scope out a place to eat, because if all 64 of you go to the same place, it's going to take longer than an hour and a half. So scope out the area and find where you're going to eat and hang out. We also wanted to update you on the calendar for this season. I got a lot of shows. We've got 2 evals this year, which is great, instead of 1. We've got the Casa Grande show and the Perry show on September 20th. That's the eval shows. So even if you're not bringing your band to one of those, if you want to go and check it out, it's really encouraging to see where everybody else is at. And you also get educated by what they're doing with that band that maybe you could put in with your band.
Yeah, that's going to be a great event. So looking forward to seeing the groups out there. And then just being able to get a chance to have that evaluation process. I know we've got a really good panel for that. So at the Perry site, Ben Hilton is coming in, who's a wonderful friend of mine and someone who's been involved in the activity, is now a designer for maybe 20 years. He writes music. He writes books. I know Preston Howard's going to be there on the visual side, and then Dr. Jeff Quamos on the individual side. And then at our other site at Casa Grande, it's Travis Larson doing music, Phil Madden on visual, and then Scott Montoya on individual. So that's going to be a really cool site and a really cool show.
Yeah, really good judges.
Yeah, our next thing that's up there on the season. So if you're not out at the September 20th show, then the very next weekend, September 27th, we've got the Buckeye show. That's going to be flipped. So out here on the west side. And then there's going to be the Saurita show. That's also on the 27th of September. So for some groups, that'll be their first show of the season.
Yeah, and then in October, the first weekend in October, you have the Mountain Ridge show over on the northwest side, and then the Mountain View show down in Tucson.
Yeah, and shout out Go Ridge, for the former program here. And that weekend could be called the Mountain Weekend, since we've got Mountain Ridge and Mountain View. So all things mountain.
Reach the mountain.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
Summit. We're gonna.
There you go. Yeah.
So, I know that the Mountain Ridge show, I saw the registrations were through the roof. It looked like that was a full show. So really, really happy with the amount of bands that signed up for that particular show, and shout out to the team there. They're doing a really great job. So excited to see that show.
Yeah. And then the next weekend, October 11th, I think we have 3 shows. Yeah. Desert Vista over in Tempe, Sunrise Mountain over on the northwest side, and Walden Grove down in Tucson. And that Walden Grove show is going to be flipped also. So getting 2 flip shows for the year. That's really cool.
Yeah, and that's a really nice kind of geographic spread there. So having the Sunrise Mountain show up, Northwest Valley, Peoria, Desert Vista, just south of South Mountain, technically in Phoenix, but yeah, in the Tempe Union School District, and then Walden Grove down in the southeast. So, really cool way to, geographically spread out on that October 11th. So a show that's close to you. The next weekend on the 18th, there's the Canyon View show. And then at Flowing Wells, there's going to be an I&E event. So encourage kids to sign up for that, the individuals and ensembles event. And then for MCC, there's a show at Mesa Community College this year. It's a great venue for the show.
Perfect. Yeah.
October.
Nice cement stands. You get a lot of good blowback, so the kids get to hear how they sound.
Yeah, that's right. That concrete stadium when we were marching drum corps, when you had that full concrete reinforcement, you could hear the horn line bounce back. It really does make a difference. And that's an I&E show too. And, I remember growing up and doing I&E events when I was a kid. That can be a really cool thing and really push kids to perform at the next level, at their next level. So push kids into that. It's a really cool thing.
And then we have October 25th, we have our 2 region championships. That's new this year. So we're really excited about that. The Central region is at, Aaron, I just forgot. Where's that one?
I don't know where those are either. I'd have to look that up, actually.
We'll have to look it up. So we have the Central region championships here in the Valley. And then you have the Southern region champs down in Tucson at Ironwood Ridge. Go Ridge again. And then, so we're really excited on that first weekend, the 25th. And then there's another one on November 1st up in the north. I think that one's at Sunrise.
That one's the North region's at Bradshaw Mountain.
Bradshaw Mountain, right.
Yeah, and I've been to that show up there. I've been to a show up there. It's now going to be the North region. It's got a beautiful turf field. It's a really nice place to play. And then that Central region championship, that's going to be at Basha. Another great venue for that that one's on the 25th of October.
Great. And then November 1st, like you said, Bradshaw Mountain, the northern region, and then U of A Band Day. I think we're up to 43 people registered for that one. So it's going to be a long day, but a great day. And then we have all of our championships November 8th. And 1A is at, Aaron, I think you have that on the calendar.
Yeah, I've got it. 1A is going to be at Pinnacle. North Valley. It looks like 2A, 4A is going to be at Campo. And then 3A, 5A is going to be at Hamilton. So really great sites for all of those.
Well, we wanted to make this one short, so we're going to give you a little flash for our episodes. We're going to try and finish it up in 5 minutes. But our episode list this year that we have right now for you is the first one's going to be on the 14th, Legacy of Music in Arizona, or History of Music in Arizona, whatever we want to call it. We're going to have Dave Duarte on, and we're looking for a couple of retired band directors who can give us back into the 70s most of the band directors who taught in the 70s have retired. So, if not all.
Yeah,
Um,
that's going to be fun to see. David does a wonderful job for Music for All with his own podcast. I just
right.
saw, had another episode out this weekend. So that's going to be really fun. And the other guests that you have on. Our third episode, we're looking to feature Dan Hoffman and Sierra Rogers, who are both rock stars here in the Valley and nationally in the visual realm. That's where we're going to be taking a talk to them. So really excited to have them on board. And we've got some other exciting things as we go into the fall and into the different weekends. Looking at our region site hosts, interviewing some out-of-state judges, and I've got two really big names on the out-of-state judges that just looking to confirm with them. But I think that's going to be a really big hit for our season. And then also, Mark, you want to talk about the questions from the field piece? That's going to be cool.
Yeah, question. I'm going to set up a time for band directors to call in to ask either Aaron and I questions or somebody that we can get the answer from that we don't have. From band directors, it'll be a set call-in time so we can record your message, your voice, and then we'll respond to all the questions that we have from the directors. I think it'll be a lot of fun because I think sometimes the directors ask the best questions, sometimes the funniest ones too. So the things that we have to deal with behind the scenes. But also, I'm going to be popping out to some of the places where I'm not involved with either running the event, or judging. And I'm going to jump into the stands with the students. So students, beware. I might come up and surprise you with a microphone and ask how things are going this year for your band and what you think of AZMBA competition. So it'll be kind of fun. But I'm not going to wear a Waldo shirt, so don't be looking for red and white. So
No.
yeah, and then we're just really looking forward to the region champs this year and to championships and having those areas.
Oh, you know what, Mark? Before we leave it, we should talk
Okay.
through what's going to be happening on January 3rd, 2026. So
Oh
a
yeah,
lot of buzz about
those are
this.
really important.
It's important. So
Yeah.
it's the last thing on this season's calendar. It is in 2026, but on January 3rd, the Arizona All-Star Marching Band, the AASMB, is going to be making its debut performance at the 2026 Fiesta Bowl Parade. So really excited about this. Kids and directors, check out the website. This is a brand new opportunity to bring together, the most passionate and dedicated high school marching band students from across the state. Where our vision for that is to have all-stars, to have Arizona all-stars come together. It's going to involve, a stay at a four-star hotel on January the 2nd, an on-site rehearsal, and we've got the staff booked for that. There'll be a formal dinner and a dance party that's DJ'd, and then the parade performance is that next morning. So check that out. That's going to be an awesome event and the inaugural event for this particular one.
Great. Thanks,
Great.
Aaron. It's been
Yeah,
nice
thanks,
hanging
Mark.
out. We'll wrap this one up, and we'll see you guys in a couple of weeks with Dave Duarte and the history of music in Arizona.
Sounds good. Thanks,
All
Mark.
right.
Thanks, everyone.
See you later.